So here it is, folks. This was my hopefully not illegal shed, and in the end, what a beautiful day in the garden. I can't complain at all. My little paradise. Look at that. Look at that. Welcome to a Warrior's Garden. I'm going to give you a quick briefing about how that illegal, potentially illegal garden shed held up with the weather, with the heat, and the HOA. So you do see just a little bit of warping right here. Not too much, just a little. Nothing too crazy. But you know what? Considering it went through some crazy heat last summer and the summer before, I think it's done very, very well. I'm pretty happy with it. Most of the problems, and actually that warping up there may be my own darn fault, because as you saw in my first video, when I put this thing up, all I did was kind of stomp that down. I probably should have put a little bit more effort into it, put a better base material, raised it a little bit more, and that might have prevented it. So maybe bowing in the middle, that could be what's causing that warping potentially. But overall, I'm very happy with it. It did settle a bit. As you can see down there, we've had some floods back here. Yes, we do flood in Arizona. Really weird. I'll put a video of that right here in my backyard and what it looked like last fall, I think it was. But that water runs right through my garden, right through here, and right under there, and right out there. And so I could have maybe planned a little bit better for that, built it up a little bit better, probably maybe even put it on concrete pavers, or I guess ideally poured a pad, but I was concerned about that. And raised it up about 3 inches, maybe more like 4 inches, because these doors do stick on my pavers because it did settle. But I still get it open without a problem. Let's take a quick look on the inside. It's a little dark. So I apologize. It's a bit of a mess. I took everything out of my garage and threw it in here, which was a lifesaver for my garage. And freed up a lot of space. But as you can see, it looks fantastic. But I haven't had any real problems. No leakage. The only problem I had is the groundwater, the flood water coming through and running out the other side. Dagnabbit, I wish I would have planned ahead for that, but it is what it is. I should have thought of that. But live and learn. One of these days I'll empty this sucker out and I'll put it up on probably 4 to 5 inches of concrete block. And maybe put some base material and maybe put a French drain. And as far as the HOA goes, actually, it wasn't that big of a deal. I looked up my covenants, whatever you call them, CNRs, blah, 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 legal BS that I have to read through and endure. But if you read through that crap, I was well within compliance. And fortunately, I have a good relationship with my neighbors. And I share what I can with them from my garden. So that makes it a bonus. So, yeah. But I recommend if you're going to do one of these things that you check it out first if you live in an HOA. Maybe you're one of those lucky souls that don't live in an HOA. And believe me, if I could keep my commute about the same, because I have to work for a living, I would definitely probably not live in an HOA. But it is what it is for now. Yeah, that's it. That's a quick review of how my little garden shed has weathered the storm here. Or storm, yes, and the heat. And the HOA. It's weathered it all. I would definitely recommend one of those things. I think it was a good investment for me. It freed up space in my garage that I use now filled with other stuff, of course. So thanks for joining me in a Warrior's Garden today. It was a pleasure to have you here. And if you want to see how I made this garden shed, that video should be popping up here somewhere. Over here, up there, down there, I don't know. But that video will be here and you can watch it and see how I put this sucker together. It was fun. Had some lessons learned. And as always, this is an AI-free channel. There's no AI material, well, except maybe the music. I can't guarantee the music's not AI generated because I get that from download sites that I pay for. But the video, everything else is 100% real, no AI involved. If it was, it would look a lot better than it does. My garden would be like a tropical paradise in the back of my house. But you're getting the real deal right here, which isn't bad. So remember, it's better to be a warrior in the garden than a gardener in a war.